Was good, was good, was good. So one of the biggest questions I get is how can I get accounts with no hard inquiries? Basically, how can I get accounts with no checks, no credit checks? So I'm gonna give you some information when it comes to credit and then give you some accounts that you get that pulls no hard inquiries. Also, I'm gonna give you a little bit of education. You know how I do. So you already know what time it is, so let's get right into it. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back to the number one credit educational channel. Hey, my name is Dave, where I show you how to remove negative items off your credit report, how to build a relationship with banks, and how to get to that money. So when it comes to primary accounts, one of the key things you need to have is at least 5 primary accounts on your credit report if you're starting credit right now. If you're starting today, you need to make sure you have at least 5 accounts. So when it comes to credit, you got to think about what the banks are looking for. What are the banks are looking for? And before I give you the list of primary accounts that basically do no hard checks, right? I'm gonna give you a little bit of education. So before I give you the game, I'm gonna hop on the whiteboard. You know how I do. Give you a little bit of education, show you the primary accounts, and that's it. So let's go. What's good? So let's get it. So I got to give you a little bit of education when it comes to credit, right? So first things first is you got to think about credit. You got to think about the long game when it comes to credit. You got to think about what the lenders and what they're looking at. So FICO 8 is what most banks, I always talk about this. Most banks look at FICO 8. So the highest credit score you can have is what? 850. The lowest credit score you can have is 300. So 850, I always say 850 minus 300, you have 550 points to play with, right? 550 points. So when it comes to credit, you got to think about the point system. I know I'm gonna talk about the accounts you can start getting with no hard inquiries, but I want to give you a little bit of education first. So I'm gonna go a little bit quick. Payment history, right? So payment history is 35% of your score. 35%. 35% of 550 is 192.5. I always talk about this. 30% of your score of utilization is 165 points. You have 30% of your credit score. Average age is 15%. 15% is 82.5. Right? Sorry, my hand's a little bit sloppy because I'm going a little bit fast. All right, 10% of 550 is 55 points. Right? And the other 10% of new accounts is another 55 points, right? So when it comes to credit, you got to think about points. You want to make sure you're hitting each category when it comes to the point system. So if you have no credit at all, you need to think about hitting about each wicket. And if you don't have no accounts, think about the type of accounts you need to start adding. I'm gonna tell you the different type of accounts you got to start adding right now to get your credit score up higher. And as you're removing negative items, think about the end in mind of what you're working towards when it comes to credit. Because if you're not working towards something, then you're gonna basically lack the discipline and the consistency of getting things removed. So when it comes to credit, you gotta think about what the banks are looking at. And if you don't know what the banks are looking at, then you don't know what to how to fix your credit up to get to with the banks to get to the approvals that you need to get to where you want to be. If that's a house, car, personal business funding, you got to know what the banks are actually looking at. So when it comes to credit, this is how you break it down. This is how I want you to understand what the FICO score is and how you can get to where you need to be. So this is what you need. I'm gonna go ahead and give you the accounts that you can start adding that pulls no hard inquiry at all. So one of the first things is Open Sky. So Open Sky is a revolving account, right? It's a secure credit card. They don't pull no hard inquiries, and they report to all 3 credit bureaus. So Open Sky is a good account that pulls no hard inquiries, and they report to all 3. They report to all 3 accounts. So when it comes to revolving accounts, they're gonna hit in every wicket: payment history, utilization, part of your credit, average age, right? Credit mix, and it's gonna be a new account. So it's gonna affect every category when it comes in each part of your FICO score is going to affect every category. So it's going to help your overall credit score if you're just starting, right? Or if you don't have the revolving accounts, it's tremendously going to affect you because If you don't have no revolving accounts at all, we always been told that credit cards are the devil. But if you add a revolving account right now, if you don't have none at all, it's gonna immediately affect your credit score. It's gonna immediately go up because you're adding something new and you're adding something that we always need is a credit card. Number two, I'm gonna go over another one. My Jewelers Club card, right? My Jewelers. Right now, they only reporting it to two. They're reporting it to Experian and Equifax, right? My Jewelers Club card. They're another primary account that you get. Sorry, not My Jewelers Club card. They do a hard check. My bad. Tomorrow card. Tomorrow Credit. So Tomorrow Credit is another account that you can add, and they report to all three, and they only pull your bank history. So if you don't have a bank, you need to open up a bank account. They start as low as $100 and go as high as $10,000, depending on your banking history. It's depending on what limit they give you. So Tomorrow Credit is another revolving account that you can add on your credit report, and you can use it anywhere. Open Sky Tomorrow Credit, right? Another one you can add is Self Lender. Self Lender does not do no hard pulls at all, right? This is an installment account. When it comes to credit, you need to have a mix of credit. So you need to have installment accounts, you need to have revolving accounts, right? That is the credit mix. That's gonna help your credit score tremendously if you don't have no installments or if you don't have no revolvings. Another one you can add on is Credit Strong. Credit Strong is the same thing. And what these accounts do, they help you save money. So if you have a problem with saving, they help you save. You just pick the term you want, and then they give you the money back. Another account you can add is, if you're renting right now, do Rent Reporters. Rent Reporters do no hard pull, right? And they backdate. So they're gonna immediately affect your credit score when it comes to Rent Reporters, especially if they backdate some history. So they're affecting the payment history, they're affecting the average age, they're affecting the credit mix, and they're adding a new account. So if you get Rent Reporters, it's going to help your credit score tremendously because you're adding history, you're adding users, you're adding average age, you're adding credit mix, and you're adding a new account on your credit report. Another one, Rental Karma, same thing. Rental Karma, right? Another account that you can add. These are 6 accounts. I talked about 5. These are 6 accounts you can add right now to help your credit score and build and get whatever you need when it comes. You need to have at least 5 primary accounts to start getting approved for stuff. These are the accounts you can get with no harder pulls, but I suggest you get my Jewelers Club card as well to get that $5,000 revolving limit on your credit report. So when it's time to get approved for a high limit credit card, it will basically show. So when it comes to credit, this is what you need. I hope I gave you enough game. Hope I gave you enough solves. I really appreciate you guys for watching this video. And please like and subscribe if you like this information, and share it. Drop some comments, drop some information if you want me to talk about something. Hey, I really appreciate y'all. Remember, y'all, there's no days off, and y'all one deletion away to get to your ultimate credit score. Hey, no days off. See y'all. Appreciate it.